Get ready for what I'm about to show you because it is going to blow your mind. Though I did get a little bit of buyer's remorse, I got over it. I went ahead and I put them in this little ring. I feel like this should be a teacher cafe video because I'm drinking water. Might as well grab a drink, make yourself comfy. Hopefully you'll find some inspiration or you'll find something that you'll like and you go out and get it for yourself because you find that it will be useful to you in your classroom. I wanted to give you a little bit of a preview of what stores I have been shopping at and give you some honorable mentions because some of the bags didn't make it into the apartment and they are in the car. Do I need to say more? Target, Dollar Tree, as well as my honorable mentions, Five Below, and Teachers Pay Teachers. Oh, and believe it or not, Home Depot. In my hands, I have collected all of the receipts of all the shopping that I have done. If you hang on to yours, sometimes you may be able to itemize it come tax season, so definitely hang on to those. So a few of the things that I purchased from Amazon, I've been purchasing things all summer long. One of them, which is like my absolute favorite, is this, what is it called? It's a LED string light. And this is perfect for placing around your board, a bulletin board or a smart board. Not a smart board, a whiteboard. I already put the batteries on. It has 8 different settings, which are listed right over here. And then it comes with a remote. So I'm gonna go ahead and play around with it since the batteries are already inside. So on, do you guys see that? And then if you play around with the settings, there's one, there's another one. I think my favorite is 6. No, it's not 6. Steady on, I think, yeah. I think 8, is it 8? Yeah, 8 is my favorite because it's gonna stay put. And you can have a student be in charge of turning it on and off easily without having to touch the light or go near it. I also did splurge on this amazing Sharpie set. It comes with 20 Sharpie markers. It's a limited edition. And the reason why was because the other set of Sharpie markers that I had in my classroom, I had been using them for about 2.5 years, and a lot of the colors that I used more often than not were dried up. So I figured it was time to retire the markers from the set that did work and give those to my students and then just buy myself an entirely new set. I also did purchase the 2 Sara books that she has written. One is for reading, one is for writing. And as you can see, I already dove into the reading strategies book and I have already put post-it notes on certain pages that I definitely want to try. I also purchased this Boss Stitch stapler because the color was beautiful, but more than just that, I love that it has a storage space for your staplers underneath. And then you can, you can open it up to refill, but you can open it up to use on a board. And it comes with a staple remover all in one. How convenient is that? And I will place my Amazon store down below so that you can click on it and easily find those items if you're interested in purchasing them. One of the things I mentioned in my vlog from the last week of school was that I really wanted to focus on organization, focus on storage, making sure that I stored all my items in an organized fashion. So I'm going to show you some of the storage containers that I purchased. I really wasn't going for like a specific brand. Just kind of went for what was cheap but looked durable because I knew that these containers were the ones that I was going to handle. The one thing I will say is if you try and purchase those bins from the dollar store, the ones with the lids, like the ones with the lids that come completely off, although they look really nice, those don't have any grip whatsoever, meaning like the lid slides right off. So definitely I wouldn't recommend those. The only things that I purchased from Home Depot were these containers, these Sterilite flip tops, and I really like these. I felt that these were going to be really good for my math manipulatives. I already have some for my math manipulatives, but I figured that these were going to be perfect. I know that our math content coach stored a lot of the math manipulatives in boxes that look just like this. It's below $2 at Home Depot, so I purchased 4. The other splurge on containers that I made was at Target, and the reason why I gravitated toward these were because of the beautiful blue color. Aren't these beautiful? This comes with 5 in a pack, and I got it for $5. So technically they were $1, but the brand is Sterilite, and I did test it out already. They're going to be a little bit sturdy and definitely last longer. I ended up buying 4 packages of these. Dollar Tree is amazing. They had tons of varieties of different storage containers, but ones that I really liked were these. I'm not sure what exactly I'm going to use these for, but they did feel rather sturdy compared to the other bins that I had mentioned earlier. They had these in the blue color as well as in the green, and did they have a different color? I want to say maybe red. But this was the color that I chose because it already went with like the blue. Even though the blues are a little different, I figured, you know, for consistency, I was going to stick with these. I had gone to my fair share of Dollar Trees here in Virginia, but it wasn't until I went to one that was near my new school, which I'm so excited, where I actually found a bunch of things that I needed and that I had been looking for a very long time. And one of them were these display easels, and they had them in 2 sizes. I purchased the larger size, and I love these because I am going to be displaying some of my most favorite chapter books that I read with my students last year, and just to kind of like preview to my students what kind of books we're going to be reading this coming school year. So I ended up purchasing 2 of these. I purchased 4 of these, and I'm not sure what I'm going to use them for. I have a feeling that this is where I'm going to put like my post-it notes for my fuzzies and swampies. That's what I call my issue bin, and then maybe like a cute sign here. But I do have 4 of them. I also purchased 4 of them in the larger size to display notices for like back to school night or open house. These are also good for like centers. There's a variety of ways that you can use these guys. And then lastly, I ended up purchasing 6 cookie sheets because you'll notice in my Target haul, I found these really cute magnetic numbers, and I figured that my students could use those numbers for multiplication. So I figured I could use these for a multiplication center once that concept comes around, and they could put the magnetic letters on these cookie sheets. And before I forget, I did want to talk about my honorable mentions because I didn't necessarily bring the items out of my car because it's really hot and I don't want to go outside. So I told you that I went to Five Below, and from Five Below I purchased those like connecting puzzle mats that are about 2 feet by 2 feet, and I purchased 6 of them because I like to connect those and put those near my reading corner for my classroom library. So I purchased them in the same blue that you saw those storage containers to kind of like match. I also purchased a pillow, a smiley face, one of those like emoji smiley face pillows as well. I only purchased 1. And then I also wanted to talk about Teachers Pay Teachers. I purchased these labels. It was from a bundle from Teach, Create, Motivate, and I highly recommend that you go visit her on TPT because she has amazing labels. She has editable versions, but also pre-made labels. So that's what I'm going to be doing over the weekend. I'm going to be I'm going to be taping these to my bins. Last but certainly not least is my Target haul. So I decided to categorize everything that I purchased. So I have 3 different categories. The first one is going to be, classroom decor. The second one is going to be student materials and resources. And then the last category is going to be teacher productivity. So you're going to see like 3 different categories going on. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the classroom decor. So in order to make classroom decor happen, at least for me, I use a lot of these like command hooks. I like to use these little guys and these like ginormous ones. So I have 2 of each of these. These were really expensive. I will say, like, if you know somewhere that you can get it for cheap, definitely let me know because I'm going to need a lot more. I ended up purchasing these really cute hanging tassels. I purchased 2 because I figured like I like for my room to look balanced. Is that the correct way? I like it to like look symmetrical as much as possible. So I figured if I have one, I'm gonna want one for the other side. My room this year definitely has a different configuration, so I don't know if that's gonna work out, but I ended up purchasing 2 anyway. I always purchase these like gel window sticker thingies. This one says welcome to our class. I purchased this last year and it actually did last the entire year. The only thing is that one of my students, and if you watch the vlog, you'll know what happened. So I went out and purchased another set, a brand new set for my brand new set of students. I ended up purchasing all 4 of these words. Learn, think, teach. I used to have that back here, but that's going to my room. And what's the other word? Read. So that is all I purchased in terms of room decor. Oh, and one more thing. I did also purchase this Do Your Best light up thing. So I think what I heard, and I haven't tried it myself, is it comes with like a USB cord down below, and you charge it through like a computer or your laptop or whatever, and then it's supposed to work for a few hours. And then, oh my gosh, you can see my setup. Hi. So I have yet to try it, but I will let you know how it looks. The next category that I'm going to show you is student materials and resources. So I ended up purchasing 6 of these. I liked to use these when I did Words Their Way in my old school, and then this new school is going to be reintroducing Words Their Way. I think they said they had stopped doing that for a few years, and the new principal wants to bring it back. So the way I set up my Words Their Way calls for these portfolio type folders with like the 3 prongs. I don't know where my other stash of Ticonderoga pencils went. They were black because I like the black ones. I usually keep those black ones at my guided table until they disappear. But I was so excited to see them in these like really pretty metallic looking colors. Yeah, it's metallic. And they were already sharpened because the batch that I purchased was not sharpened. I was not happy about that, but it's okay. These are sharpened, and these are going to be the ones, the first set that I use in my guided tables. And I don't know how I'm going to label them so that they don't disappear that quickly, but we will see how it goes. Get ready for what I'm about to show you because it is going to blow your mind. Now, I had been looking for these for the last 2 to 3 summers. I went like 3 years without seeing not even one. And then this summer, they were trickling them in the Target that I usually go to. They were trickling them, and they weren't putting like the entire sets out, or I don't know if maybe they were, but teachers were like, or whomever was buying them, and I would just get the leftovers. So I made a few trips, and during my trips, I started stocking up on these beautiful babies, and I managed to get them in a lot of colors and with quite a few of each colors. So these are the dry erase pockets that I love using with my students. I only have 3 red ones, and I'm telling you, those are so worn out from how many times I use them. I like to use them to display like paper size anchor charts for students to write on. I like to put centers in there so students can use dry erase markers to work on centers. I also like to use them for my guided instruction. Like if I have like a display that I want students to see, and like I'll have them partner up because I've only ever had 3, and they look at the image and like they do think about, they do notice and wonders. So look, I stocked up on how many colors? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 5 colors. 5 colors? Yeah, I have 5 colors here, and the most I have in one of them is 8, and I guess the green one comes with only 4. I couldn't find any more green ones, but I went ahead and I put them in this little ring, and they are all mine, and they're my babies, and I'm gonna take care of them forever and ever, and I'm so excited about this. This was definitely like one of like my happiest purchases ever, and I actually got a head start and I used the pink ones during the summer. And they are a little bit like messy right now. Like you could tell, like I put this workstation game for the students, but I'm excited about these. So these are the magnets that I was talking about that I would be using with those cookie sheets. They come with numbers and different operation symbols, so there's a lot that you can do with these. And I ended up purchasing 2 sets. I also purchased a chalkboard marker. I also ended up purchasing a chalkboard clock, I meant to say. And then these I purchased early on in the summer, but these are the inflatable, what's it called, dice. Oh, they have 4 in there, awesome. I thought they had 2 of them, and I was a little bit worried because there's an activity we're gonna do in the first week of school with these, so it's perfect that they come with 4. The last section is going to be my teacher productivity section. Some of the things I have already taken out of their packages because I started using them this summer. One of them were the flare pens, these beautiful, I don't know, was it the cotton candy edition? I can't remember, but I think there's another one that's missing, but it's already in like my stash of pens. But I ended up purchasing these Flair pens, which I had been wanting for a while. And then I also purchased these mechanical pencils. These are my go-to mechanical pencils. These are the Papermate Clear Point Elite in 0.7. I only ever use 0.7 lead pencils. The other item that I purchased was this really cool tape dispenser that matches the stapler that I purchased on Amazon. And I'm really excited because this actually is pretty like heavy. So the weight really helps like when you pull the tape out, but you could also like easily carry it with you like a regular Scotch tape dispenser. Every year I like to invest in a new portfolio. I just really like having brand new ones to start my year. I got this color scheme because first of all, I love purple and it has purple. Blue is kind of like the decor theme color that I'm using, and green is kind of like the color of my room, which is going to be really interesting because I have an olive looking room, but a lot of the decor matches like the blue from the hello right there. But actually it shouldn't look so bad now that I see them together, so we'll see. You guys may have seen this in my other Target haul, but I purchased this like teacher toolkit with like binder clips, paper clips, and I really love this food themed paper clip. They're so adorable. I've also purchased more paper clips from the UV brand, which I absolutely love, and you can see that I've already gotten into it, and another set, and these really cute paper clips that I plan on using in my planner. Oh, and did I mention more binder clips? And another set. I went binder clip crazy this year. And last but not least, if you guys saw my most recent video where I talked about the ABCs of teaching, I talked about T was for time management, and I spoke about how timers really helped me to manage my time in small groups, but also was helpful for my students who were slowpokes. On Amazon, and this was in my Target bag, which is why I'm talking about it right now, I ended up purchasing these stand timers, and there's one for 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute, and 30 seconds. So I decided to just buy one pack to see like how it worked and if it was better than just using a regular like stopwatch or timer. So I will definitely let you guys know, but I'm really excited to use these and setting them on top of student desks, like especially if I know that they need support with like managing their time wisely and getting things moving along. So I am excited to use these. Oh, I almost forgot. This bad boy is also mine. I got this on sale. How much did I think I got it for like $7 less. Oh gosh, I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me see. You're gonna see my big mess over here, I think. So this 3-tiered rolling cart, I ended up getting it on sale for, I don't know how much I paid for it. It's probably in one of the receipts that I have in here. But I did get it on sale, and I did make a post about it on Instagram letting you guys know. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, definitely go ahead and check it out because I do like to post when I see sales. But I ended up getting it for about $7 to $8 less than the original price. And it's really sturdy, it's really cute, and it's also like, I think you can put like magnets on it, so that's a plus. So if you want to decorate it, and it's really easy to set up, so I definitely recommend it. The reason why I decided to like splurge and get one of these is because I am completely eliminating my teacher desk. I'm gonna have the guided table, I'm gonna have my computer table, so I don't need another table just for me. I will make do with what I have. I'd rather have the rest of the space for my students and for rotations, and really to accommodate the environment for my students. With that said, thank you so much for watching this video. I had such a blast filming this video and just like seeing everything that I purchased and everything that I'm excited about. Even though I did get a little bit of buyer's remorse, I got over it and I'm just ready to use up all my stuff. But make sure that you subscribe and hit the notification button. It's the little bell on this side of your screen in order to receive notifications for when I post my next video. I will see you guys in the next one. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it out, comment down below with what you're excited about this upcoming school year. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.